What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, Cold Black to Africa. Hope everybody's out there peaceful and all out there. Y'all get to watch me just chill out in my bed. I want just to share with y'all. Just like I said, I'm transparent at times. Sometimes I like to keep it real with y'all. Uh, Today been a tough day for me. I had this daggone headache. This dry air here in Namibia is beating a brother down. Peace and blessings to everybody that's coming in. As you all come in, I'm just going to go ahead and have some talks with y'all. Lay out some things of what's transpiring on my heart. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is receiving all the blessings that you have hoped for. I hope everything that you spoke into existence, you have crossed that path. If not, be patient. It shall come. I hope that everybody who was out here going through the tough times, the trials and tribulations of life, that you find your peace, you find your rest. Because this brother right here today, boy, oh my goodness, yes. So I'm being real with y'all. Y'all get to watch me just chill in this bed. I'm typically not private. I mean, I'm probably typically more private than this. But for the last two videos I did, I was like, I'm just gonna do a live laying right here in my bed, just chilling because sometimes y'all don't get to see really what goes on behind the scenes in my life, what I'm doing. And uh, yesterday, I came on this dry air. This dry air, I don't like the winter, and that's one thing that I stay away from is the winter, the cold weather really. And here in Namibia, it's not really cold. It's just a different air that gives me this dry nose. Thank goodness I haven't gotten a bloody nose or anything like that, but it put me on my butt because I got this headache. But I'm grinding though. Ain't no room for excuse. I'm grinding. I got a couple more days left here, and I'm off. I'm gonna be taking a break, y'all. I'm gonna take a week break, so I'm gonna be chilling, and I'll be gone from Africa for a minute, uh, about a month or so. But the yeah, it's a work. I was just thinking about today. Out of the YouTubers that we all know, I'm probably the oldest. I'm probably the oldest brother out here traveling Africa, showing y'all Africa out here at my age. I'll be 55 this month. And I'm doing all this grind for y'all. I'm doing this work for y'all. I've said this before. I'm doing this work for my kids. I'm doing this work for you all. I'm doing this because I'm trying to prove to you all. I just hope that I know I got lovely people here that have subscribed to my channel. There are people I am so thankful for the blessing words and the prayers people just send me emails and everything's been so great my time here in Africa. I've been gone from damn Erica, put the D in the front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. I've been gone from damn Erica since October the 27th last year. And so I have been gone for about 9 months or so, almost 10 months now. So I think it was 27 October. Or was it September? September, October. I think it was October. Um, but I just want to share some stuff with you all, as I'm chilling here, because I'm telling you, brother right here is wore out. Y'all, I typically, I just do my thing. I show y'all videos. I go out here, and sometimes a lot of people don't know the work that I put in, and like I said, I was thinking about it today, and I was like, who is my age, almost 55 years old, traveling this world for his people? Who putting this work in? And it just made me really realize that uh, even with the subscribers that I have, that I'm up there, and I don't like to brag and nothing like that. I don't care nothing about the numbers, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I started with my channel when I started last year, end of August. I had um, said all I need is one. All I need is one view so that one person's life can change by seeing my trips to Africa. And if that one life can change, that means that person's whole mind and their whole world will change and they will share with their kids they will come and visit, and the whole perspective will be gone. Will be the whole perspective will change into a newness, and that's what I love about this because I have had a very impactful presence upon many a people by the emails and just by the hearts of giving and those that have been just following my channel. It's been great. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all when old Gold Black is like tired. I'm like wore out, y'all. I've been grinding this thing, and I like I said, I don't even call this work, but it's I always have y'all in the back of my mind. I have my kids in the back of my mind, and I take on this duty very seriously. I don't take it on as a game. I decided to walk embark on this, and there are several things that I decided I was going to do. I, you know, most of y'all who's probably watching this know my story. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I came from a family that was hurt, distraught. Dad left house. My house was turned upside down. I went in the military at 17, lost snotty nose. Breath still smelled like milk. Didn't have a clue what direction I was going in. And I joined the military and I had to figure things out for myself. I didn't have any many mentors. I didn't have a relationship with my dad. I had to figure a lot of things out. And yes, I had some people who definitely touched my life: white, black, Hispanic, all races of faces from all different places, of people who really touched my life along the path. And so, um, there were some things that I grew into when I was in the military, and then I wound up starting my own business. I've shared with you all that when it's you are the one who creates your path. You the words you speak. You can sit here all day long and you can think that, our greater creator is out there somewhere waiting for you to rub the bottle as a genie to get results. I'm telling you, you are the power utilizing the God within you that makes you that participant, being the God for all things that you can do that are possible. I've proved it here for the last 10 months, being on this road, traveling Africa to each and every one of you all. For some of you all who are new to my channel, I'm going to share with y'all. Welcome and thank you for everybody coming in. Peace out to all those right there who are going through the grind. Peace out to my youth out there. For those who call me uncle, those who call me father, for those who call me, elder, I thank y'all. I thank y'all because you are the ones that I am hoping that I'm impressed upon you, that you are powerful. You are that person that you can be, that you can change the world. And so, shout out to all the youth out there because the youth is the future. you know us folks who up here, we're elders and 50, 60, 70. We've basically lived our life. We're on the downside of the mountain. We're headed down to our grave. Most youth, if y'all will give you the time and the span of time to get, most of y'all climbing the mountain. You start going down the mountain when you get about 50. For some don't even make it there. You never know where you are in the place. But I want to just those people coming in, I want to be transparent and let y'all see today is one of my hardest days, toughest days. My head is hurting, body worn down, tired, and I did some reflections. And you heard me the other day talk about reflections. You know, the I'm thankful for all that Yeshua has gained, given me to go down this road right now. And I hope that I have been trying to prove to y'all. I've been trying to prove to you all that some of you all stinking thinking, some of you all who points fingers, some of you all who blame the white man, some of you all who blame a system, some of you all who blame mom or dad, some of you all who blame because you were violated, some of you all who blame whatever it is that you have kept you back. I hope you have heard my stories. Y'all, some of y'all seen me cry, my tears. Some of y'all heard my horrific stories that I've shared, my growth of growing up as a child, being violated, being abused, being set back in life. And I grinded it and I worked it and then I changed my life. I had an encounter with an entity that I don't even like to call God. I like to call it my greater creator that is in me when I was about to blow my brains out. I have shared a whole lot with my subscribers and those who have come in, and I wanted to be the example. I have laid down the roadmap for a lot of you all. I have started with nothing. Those naysayers out there, I have proven them wrong. Those people who said that, oh, go black, he's retired military, he's got these businesses, he travels Africa, uses his money. I have not used one penny of my money. YouTube paid everything in Africa. Let me say that again. YouTube paid everything in Africa. I started with zero, just like you. I just so happened to find something to be able to use and show the world. I didn't even know I was supposed to get paid from this stuff. But I showed you all. And those who follow my follow me on this path, I thank each and every one of you all for just being patient. I know I've shared a lot of things. We've talked business, we've talked budgeting, we've talked spirituality, we've talked about Africa, we've talked about our black families. We talk my channel has crossed a lot of lines of subject matters. And I've pissed a lot of people off. And I've lost a lot of people along the way. But just like, that's such is life that you gain some, you lose some, and then you gain some. But I'm thankful for those whose life I have impacted for the good and also the bad, because I am provocative. I will provoke thought so that you will question even your own silly thinkings at times to see whether or not you are on the right path of truth. So, I wanted to come in here because it's like, I'm about to finish uploading this other video. Check out those videos that I just uploaded. And I wanted just to lay this before y'all because I'm tired, my head hurts, and I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and just do this live because I'm about to leave Africa here just for a small time. But when I come back to Africa, it's going to be me time now because I've given the world your time. I've shown, let me share some stuff that God has done through me, all right? And I say God because that's what most people can relate to, but I call it my greater creator. And I really don't like to use the word God, but the greater creator. Let me show what the creator in me have done. And I don't say this braggadociously. I don't say that. I'm not that type of guy. I used to be that type of guy. Center of attention, had to be in the spotlight, wanted to be the man. That was that. I'm 55 years old now, y'all. I have said that I'm going to go on this thing and I'm going to prove to our people they can do whatever they say. I've, I've told you all this right here. I started with no expectation except for one viewer. That's all I was at. Okay, if I can touch one person's life, you know, uh, that I know that Yah would be the one who would get the credit, to get the honor of all that will be. And it has been unbelievable by the response by those people who's reached out to me. But let me just share right here, because when I came to Africa, I've told you all before, Africa don't need our help. Really, it don't. We need Africa. But I'm gonna share some stuff with you. So don't take it as me bragging for the things I did. This was nothing more than a return for helping me. I was the one who got needed the help when I came to Africa. I had a lot of damn Erica, but the D in front of America, capitalize the E, you got damn Erica. That's what she is. But that's for those who are new here. When I left damn Erica and I came to Africa, and I've been coming to Africa for the last 4 or 5 years, but this go round, I had decided that I'm going to share all my videos that I had collected and show you all a new narrative than what the rest of the so-called Western reports were doing against our people, making it seem as though that we're starving, full of diseases, and we are dying out here having all these tribal wars when it's far from the truth. But when I got out here, a lot of things I had to really filter out of me because when you come from a Western world, you got to get adjusted coming here to Africa. And Africa is going to be able to teach you some stuff. Africa taught me patience. It taught me how to love. It taught me how to give. It taught me how to be humble. I didn't do, look, I'm going to tell you right here. I was a giver in America in one sense, but not to the way that I was here. And why am I saying that? Is because when you see that there are people who have little but bend over backwards to give you it, it touches me every time. It blows my mind. And so when I got here, I've shown y'all Senegal. I've shown you Gambia. I did a small clip of Gambia. I was in Gambia for about 4 days. Showed you Gambia. I've showed y'all Ghana. I've showed y'all Rwanda. I've showed y'all Kenya. I've shown y'all Ethiopia. I've shown y'all Tanzania. I've showed you Zanzibar. I've showed you Namibia. I've showed you Botswana. I've showed you even Dubai when I was there in 10 months. And you know what? It just seems as though that time goes by fast. But what was I doing during that time? I wanted to show something that how the greater creator moves and operates. What have I shown? I've shown you can give when those people give to you, or when you giving, it will come back to you. Whether it's feeding the children and the homelessness in Ethiopia, whether it was helping out with the orphan, and a lot of y'all played a part in that. A lot of you all gave too. That's why I was like, it's not just me. A lot of people want to get in on giving and all right there. And what I'm so thankful for is that I never asked anybody for a penny. And I'm going to just stay in my lane for my channel. I'm not worried about nobody. I have made a commitment that I know the greater creator so well in my life of experience and how things are working. There's so much I don't understand, but I know the laws that of giving. When you give, it shall be given to you. Same measure, pressed down, shaken together, man will give into your bosom. I know that for a fact. I had to walk that out. Hopefully you all who have gave too, that you will see that even your lives blossom, and not necessarily monetarily wise, but peaceful wise, a contrite heart, a peaceful mind at rest, a spirit that is content. Those are the rewards of the Almighty. You know, money and stuff, that stuff is the easy things. It is, you cannot buy a peace of mind. You cannot buy a contrite heart, a heart of giving. You can't, those things you can't buy. You know, money is the easiest thing to get in this world if you understand the laws of this land. So I've shown y'all that. I've shown y'all when I left damn Erica, I came and I fought out YouTube money. I didn't touch not a penny of the money I got. I forked out, and I want to show y'all as an example that all these people who has the complaints, people who have lost jobs, people who have, and everybody has a different story. And so I'm not trying to rag on anybody. It's tough when you have to deal with life turning your whole situation upside down, and then all of a sudden you got to figure out what it is. But I hope that y'all have been listening to the gold nuggets that I've been sharing along this journey, and that y'all been rocking with me this journey, that I hope that y'all been using some of those gold nuggets. Because how is it that I start a YouTube channel and I am now with nothing? We're talking 9.5 months ago. I've already showed some of y'all what I made. The month just ended, June, right? And I'm not, this ain't bragging. I'm chilling. I've told y'all, as long as I got the greater creator in me, everything I touch turned to gold. Everything. Why? Because I walked a span of time of life to understand how this life works. Ain't no gimmicks, ain't no rubbing no stuff, it ain't no all this other things. These people out here that they do and say all right. But look, I had to learn some stuff. I showed y'all. I didn't even know I could get paid from YouTube. To my daughter's like, Dad, you can start getting paid monetized. Oh, for real? What is that? Let me show y'all this right here. Because I still have the naysayers who sit there and they say, well, go black, he's feeding y'all a bunch of crap with these little silly little stories, and he's already established. He's already he's got his retirement military money coming in, and he's got these businesses, so it's easy for him to go out, travel the world, and all that right there. Oh, for real? Okay, all right. Well, it's for those who like to listen to those people, all right. But I have been serious with you all in that. Let me show y'all something right here, because I love y'all. I love every last person. I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to overcome what I had to overcome. I went through the grind of life, and I'm wore out right now. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I think I'm taking off to go to sleep tomorrow too. But I leave here in a few days, and I'll be back there to join my wife, going on a trip to Aruba, going on a trip there to Grenada to bring y'all some more coverage. Why? Because I believe that there are those who are suffering in damn Erica who wants to hell out and wants a better life. And I found nothing but better here in Africa, and I've been proving it to y'all by what it is that I've been doing. Let me show y'all. Get y'all cameras ready. I'm gonna show y'all. This ain't bragging. This right here, I said I was gonna do this after a year, but I'm gonna do this right now because my time right here, I'm about to go ahead and do a shift in my channel. I'm gonna do a little differently. I'm still gonna be, giving some concrete content, but I'm gonna do a little something differently. But January, I decided that I was gonna go hard for. When I say go hard, meaning I've already made a promise. When I started out, I said I didn't say promise. I told myself I'm gonna do 2 videos a day. And when I saw that, there was a lot of things that went on when I saw, okay, all right. When I got my first paycheck, let me show y'all right here. Let me show y'all. If y'all could see that. Now, what you see here is you're seeing, I don't know if you can see here, these are the months over here. This is the monthly, what I made. All right. Then it goes on to some other stuff. Could y'all see that? Let me know if y'all could y'all seen that. I am not doing this to brag. I am not doing this at all. Believe me. You can't see it. Can't see, not clear. Well, see, I don't know. I can't look behind. Well, hold up. I can do this. All right, is that better? Right here. This is what I made since October last year. I hope y'all can see that. I know it's kind of blurry. Let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit. All right, so as you can see, this is what I made so far. This is each month, October, November, December, on down. That is what on down to currently this month of July. Somebody said the IRS now. Look, I'm not that silly guy that know. I already know how to do my business. But check this out. That's for those who are scared. Why am I showing you this? It's because I started this thing last year with nothing. Yeah, it was $76,712.23 through the month of June. Now, why am I showing it? Because it's about you. It ain't about me. You know, it's about you. It ain't about me. This has nothing to do about me. This has everything to do about you. I show my kids this too, my children, if you will. I show them this. I'm hoping that this motivates them. I hope that they see that. My kids already know I have done a lot of things in my life. I have done a lot of ventures in my life. And to me, it's like, it's so simple. It's simple, but the problem of it is that a lot of us, we don't have the tenacity, we don't have the discipline, we don't have the consistency to stay a course what we say we're going to do, and then we wither away. This is what I did. And my thing is this right here. So let me get back where I was saying. Why am I saying this? Because there's a lot of people who just came in here. I did this for you all, and I'm doing it for you all because it's a solution. I got tired of being in these talks and conversations of all about the garbage about, cop killings, about, black folks, being, the inequalities against the blacks when it comes to the jobs and the prisons and, the inequalities when it comes to the pay and the work and all that right there. And I'm like, I'm going to do something different. I don't like to be a talker. I'm going to show and be action. I'm going to be an example, and I'm going to show people that they can do this. So what did I do? On my trip here, that most of y'all have seen, that I came into Africa and I started showing it. Like I said, I showed y'all 11 countries that I've been in. I've showed y'all just what I've made so far from YouTube. I have not spent a penny of my own money. YouTube, what I've been doing, when you all view and all right there, thanks to y'all. This right here is what people get paid from. But in saying that, also that you too, like I told everybody, needs to start a home business and also maybe start you just a YouTube channel. But I keep getting a lot of people's excuses, and there are those who said they did start a YouTube channel. And my thing was, we could walk this out together. For those who've been walking out with, they've been listening to what I'm saying. Hopefully you've been receiving some. Hopefully you've been receiving some from what you have, from what you've watched and what you've heard. Hopefully, if you've been kind of patterning yourself after some of the moves that I've been doing, that you can see that, it's motivated. You say, Dad, go on, I could do this. But it ain't easy though. It ain't easy because of you. And, so I came here and I've said, I'm doing this right here for you all, my people, because we need solutions. We don't need topics of discussions. We don't need to be on panels and wasting goddamn time. We don't need to be going around this circle arguing and debating and nobody's doing any actions. I'm one about get the hell out of the burning house. Damn Erica, put the D in the front of America, capitalize the E. Damn Erica is not for everybody. Now, you got some people out there, they're just fine. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to those people who know they got the struggle, who know they got, who's been maliciously accused or had to do jail time, can't get jobs. People who, because of circumstances in their life, that they maybe didn't have parents there to help them along their way, or didn't have opportunity for education, or didn't have just the mindset of a guidance of a mentor, and those people like that. There is places you can start over. If I'm 55 years old and I started a freaking YouTube channel, and I just showed y'all that I'm so far to 76. I told my kids, I said, I'm going to grind to 100. I'm going to try to prove to people you can make $100,000 off of YouTube. And I don't even have a lot of people, subscribers like a lot of these cats. Not like a lot of these views. I don't care what they do. I was always staying in my lane. I didn't try to go nobody else's channel. I didn't try to bring in other people so that I can gain more subscribers and all that right there. No, many people try to kill me too. And you're going to learn. I hope y'all learn from that. When people say, you need to get with Watermaya so you can get more. No, see, let me tell you something. I already know the laws of the land. I don't need these YouTubers who's got all these subscribers. I already know how to go ahead and just stay in my lane and just do me. And when you do that, it's less pressure, it's less headache. You ain't got to be out here competing. You ain't got to be out here stressing. You ain't got to have the expectations. Because I don't deal with expectations. Even though you just heard me say, I told my kids there, like, I'm gonna break that 100,000. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I don't care if it was all the subscribers went, I would probably question like, wow, where are all the subscribers? Where they go and all that right there. But that's not even my concern, subscribers. I don't celebrate subscribing. Oh, you passed 50,000. That's not me. Why? Because if I'm really concerned about anything, I'm really concerned about how many lives I'm touching. Because I got over 10 million views, that means I've touched a lot of people, and I'm thankful. And I hope that I have been an impactful representative person so that you all can just see there is a man out here who has some integrity. He's out here traveling Africa, 55 years old. His wife is away. He's faithful to his family. He's honorable. He's helping people. This guy is a great example to see than some of these trifling jokers out here who sit here and just, let me stop. I don't want to bring nobody else in. I'm going to just stay right in my lane. But what I'm saying is this right here. I'm doing this for y'all because I get hundreds and thousands of emails of people asking these questions. And I'm like, I got to do something. And the only way I can do it is to be able to show it. Since I've been here, y'all have watched me. Y'all have watched me buy two properties. Two properties I bought here. Showed you that you can do it. Now that money right there, what I made from YouTube, YouTube paid for one of them. One house. From what I made so far, right now, that is equal to one of the houses I bought out there in Zanzibar. I turned around and I bought a propane gas business, went in with Ali. For those who know that right there, check the video out right there. I wind up helping this young man out who was really, struggling in life. This previous boss owner there, he really didn't have the business ethic way of knowing how to get this business rocking and rolling. I bought it. Ollie's running it. Basically, Ollie's the one who's running things. Ollie's gonna win. And then I told Ollie, hey, Ollie, look, you do well with this. Now we go to the next place. I'm gonna teach you how to get to the next level. But what you gotta do well with the little you have. If you don't respect the little you have, you can never go to the next level. You can never. If you take this money and just blow it and piss it away, you are disrespecting yourself. This is our problem as Black people. When we get a little money, we blow it. And we have nothing to show for except for stuff that will easily break down, that will rip up and lose or get stolen and have nothing. So I've been on this journey here, about to leave Africa here for about a month or two. I haven't decided. Depends on what y'all will go ahead and guide me into the direction I should go. But I'm on this journey for y'all. And I hope that this whole journey, I only say hope because I know because I get the emails, that I'm thankful that there are people who have been benefiting. I'm thankful that you all who have entrusted in the Yah in me, that you entrusted in the Yah in me, that you change some things in your ways that you can see the benefits from, that you see the rewards. I know because I get the emails. I'm thankful for that. But I wanted to go ahead and do this YouTube because I am tired today. My head hurts. As far as that, I've been going ahead and trying to get myself back in order and stuff like that. Because all I know is just rest. I just need my rest. Need to chill out. I'm not a young buck like I used to be. I used to put it in, y'all. And for y'all young folks out there right now, let me tell you right here, okay? All right? Today is all you got. You can either use it and take advantage of it, or you can sit on your ass and waste it away. But I can guarantee you this right here. When tomorrow comes, you'll be right back where you started. And if you don't get up and go ahead and put in that work, then where you see yourself, where you're so detested, where you're so in despair, where you're upset and down and out, you're going to be in that same place. But it's going to take a sacrifice. I've sacrificed a lot, y'all. I've sacrificed a lot. I'm telling y'all, I have sacrificed a lot. But it's all good, though. Why? Because that's such is life, though. You got to sacrifice. You got to give yourself up for others. This is what has been given us. Lay your life down and give to others. Why? For he who loses his life will gain. You will gain your life when you lose your life. That's nothing more than just saying this right here is that you can't be thinking about yourself all the time. For those who have seen the part of him when my GoPro was stolen here back in January, and I told y'all, I said this right here for those who've been following me long enough. I said I already know the law of this land. So I speak into the atmosphere that this GoPro, however which way, will return back to me. And for those who saw the video when I told y'all that a brother had a GoPro and said, hey man, do you want, man, this GoPro? I don't even use this thing. Do you think you can use this GoPro? These are the things that I've been trying to share with y'all, that this right here is the power. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruits thereof. Let me break that down. This is so important. I've said it 1,000 times for you all who just seem like you can't get nowhere. Death and life. What you come out of your mouth, you speak death or life. I don't know. I can't do that. Oh, that's gonna be too hard. No, you can't. That's impossible. I ain't got the time. Death, death, death. Versus, no, I can do it. No, oh, that's possible. Yeah. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to speak the thing in here. I want to go ahead and I want to attain. I want to achieve. I want to be. I want to this and that, wherever it is. See, you can speak life too. Death and life comes out of this tongue. You actually paint your future. I was talking to a brother today, and he was showing me around here, right? And I broke this whole thing down about this, and he was like in awe, because he was telling me when he was young, and he lived out here in Namibia, out there in the on the rural sides of the country, that he said they would have the river, and he would see the white tourists, and people were kind of shocked to see white people, and sometimes how the white folks are, they intrigued to see us, but he said the boat, sometimes they would have the boat come over by them. They would give them candy and stuff like that. And they'd be like, whoa, chocolate, wow, this is sweet. What is this? And things that they hadn't seen. But he was so moved and intrigued to see these people who are touring the country. And he said, I would like to do that and tour around and do that. Do you know that's what he does today? I told him, I said, brother, do you know you just spoke that into existence? You spoke that. If y'all think about this right here, family, everything that majority, let me say not every, majority of the things that you have achieved or have not was based off what you said. See, before I came to Africa, there was things that I spoke. I said, okay, I told my wife, I said, yeah, I'm going to go and, I'm going to find us, a base someplace, there in Africa, didn't know where, find us a base or whatever, or get something while I'm over there, and all that right there. It came to pass. I'm going to go to Africa, and I'm going to go and I want to heal. I want to go ahead and I want to learn. All these things transpire. This has happened over my life. Everything that I wanted to do, I said I wanted to join the military when I was a young buck. I went in the military. I said I wanted to go ahead and get into barbering. I got into that. I said I wanted to start my business. I got that. I said I wanted to start another business. Did that. I said I wanted to get married. Did that. Said I wanted to have kids. Did that. Said I wanted this car. Said I wanted this house. Said I wanted this. And there's a lot of things in there that I said I didn't want. There's a lot of things I spoke and cursed myself. There's a lot of things that I said that I wished I wouldn't have, but it happened. But the beautiful thing is periodically, even when you don't even know what you're speaking, you can always cast down the very words you put out there. You can always speak against the very things that you spoke ignorance out of. For the folly words that I spoke into this atmosphere, I cast it down to the depths of the sea. For even the words I spoke without me knowing that if I cursed myself, cursed my family, that those words be cast away to the depths of hell. This is what I do periodically. Because sometimes we speak and we don't even know what we say. And so this journey that I've been on for the last 10 months, family, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's because of you all I was able to keep going. There was times that I got weak. There was times I got tired. There were times that I was just like, and I took a 1 week break. I took a 1 week break back in January. And now my body and my spirit is telling me it's time for you now to go take another break. And I'm gonna take a week break. Yeah. And so, I've already lived in Turkey. So for those who's asking, whoever's asking that. But I wanted y'all to see this, so I want to be transparent with y'all because see, even when I show you what I've made here, that didn't come easy. People think, okay, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and start making. No matter what you do in life, there will be trials and tribulations. You will be tested. You will be see if you serious what you say. I guarantee you, you're gonna go through the trials and tribulations of life. It's gonna hit you. It's going to test your man and womanhood. It's going to test if you built for it. It's going to test for, are you talking out the side of your mouth or are you serious in what you say? Life will test you and you should embrace it. You should embrace what life gives you and learn from it. This is what I learned over my 55 years. You know, I've learned that, this life that's giving us, it is up to us to create it. If you think this world is evil, it will be evil to you. If you think this is a beautiful world, it will be beautiful to you. If you think that the white man keeps you down, you will be kept down. If you think the system of damn Erica is not good for you, it will not be good for you. But the thing about it is, at the end of it all, what's your solution? Because I am your action. I decided to go on this journey and show you all, show the world this, the African countries, all in what they have. Just giving you a taste of what it looks like. Talk to some of the locals, show some of the living housings or apartments, showing you all the different small businesses. I've had people keep, not a lot of people, but there are those who wants to, why don't you speak to, the people who are, these higher end paid jobs, showing mansions and all that right there. Why? My people, our people, your people, and you to include, ain't got money for it. Well, I'm going to show a mansion is going to cost 500,000 when you live in a $30,000 house in America. Why am I going to show businesses that are corporations, institutions that cost millions of dollars to start when I know most of our people probably ain't got $20,000 in the bank? Why would I show that? But what I have shown is that small businesses that you could start small, because I've said this before, which some people don't like when I say this, is think small. Don't dream big, dream small. You heard it here first. Dream small. It's bull crap when they talk about dream big. Why? Because you can't get the first base. I mean, you can't get the home plate until you get the first base. We got brilliant ideas, we got big dreams, but nobody's starting off or trying to get the first base. So I see a lot of people just talk and they get nowhere. How about trying to get the first base? How about, okay, all right, yeah, you want to, nothing wrong with speaking it. Because I said you speak it. But most people think when you speak it, okay, I want to have a Fortune 500 business. Okay, my question is typically, all right, so what you doing about it now? Do you know anything about how to become a Fortune 500 company? Some people just talk to be talking. So I became the action. I became the one that some of the people out here was ridiculing. Ah, to go black, he's talking smack. He just getting y'all all pumped up, and he just relying off of his money, and he's living off his retirement check, and he making it seem like it's just that easy, this and that. I showed y'all I started with zero, but when I came here to Africa, and YouTube paid everything. I showed y'all that what I was doing here on the streets. I showed y'all the connections I have. Do you, like I said before, do you know they will roll the red carpet out for you coming from damn Erica? They worship us. Africa wants to be us. You come here, You can make way for yourself. They try to be like, talk like, want to act like us. They're from they worship us. When you come here and if you have a heart, and when I say meaning, if you have a heart, meaning that you're not coming with the sense of trying to build Africa. Africa don't need building. I keep saying that all the time. People keep falling for the lie. Africa is a third world country, undeveloped, and it's really not where I've been. You might have a country or two that might be on the struggle, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. You always will find the poor side of a town. You will always find the rich. You will always find the in between. I don't care where you live. That's why when people ask, is it expensive there? And I say this right here. Look, you can't be using the word expensive because any town, you can go to New York, you can go to LA, Miami, you can go to Chicago. You will always find a poor side of town, but yet those are expensive areas. How are people able to afford to live there? So you can always find a poor side, you can always find a rich side, you can also find a middle side. You will always find those sides. So I have always said, get in where you fit in at. It's time for action, family. It's July now. The beginning of the year, I had this talk with people who were watching, and I said, here we go. This is the beginning of the year when most people put out their New Year's resolutions. I wonder how long people are going to last. And then I did it back in March. I said, yo, we're 3 months in. Have you fulfilled the very thing you said that you were going to do? Then I just did it about a month or so ago. And now here we are again. Are we really serious about what we say we want to do? Or are we just BSers? Because when you really look at it, I find that we are a very good job on procrastinators. We do really well just talking game. But I wish so much that those who haven't come to visit, that you would spend time at least trying to come visit Africa. I got some travel groups there on Facebook. It blows my mind that we are so concerned about going to Europe, Spain, Italy, Paris, and nobody talks about Africa. Going to take your hard-earned money to boost their daggone economy up when you can come here and be putting money into an economy and everybody wins. You see, that's one of our biggest problems is we don't know how to keep the money circulating in our communities. We always go outside of our community and pay those, and they don't ever come in and drop money in our neighborhoods, drop money in our small businesses. It's always that we go out to the suburbs. We spend the money there in the malls. We spend money there in the restaurants. We spend money there in all of the different places we take our cars to get fixed and all right there. But then you got Mr. Johnson over here who's a mechanic. You got sister over here who's doing this job and that job, but yet we take our money out of our communities and we get poor, 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 poor. And then we want to go run over here to Europe. To each his own. I ain't got nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is that we have been fed a bag of goods or a bag of rocks to really afraid of coming to Africa. But I'm thankful because I've received so many emails that I have motivated so many people who has come thus far and those who are coming. Shout out to everybody out there who's decided they got their tickets together or they might have got their passports. They started the work. They started the work because like I said before, it ain't all about Africa. It could be about you going to another country where you've been complaining that you feel as though that you have not reached your full potential. You finally realize that when they say the sky is the limit in damn Erica, that you realize here in other countries, there is no limit. Go take it as far as you want to go with it. I was talking to a brother today and he was sharing with me about how, most of them here in Namibia, and I find this all in Africa, that they all think that Black Americans are rich. And I'm like, let me tell y'all something. Black America is poor. The majority of black, and they'd be shocked, like, no, no, for real. Yes. Majority of black America's poor. No, man, no, no, don't. If you could see how they react, they're like, oh, somebody like, oh, no, 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 the movies, the music videos. I'm like, that's all a lie. Our people struggle in America. Damn Erica. Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E. Damn Erica. We struggling. And I've shown y'all, I came right here in Africa. I got my freaking driver's license. I got my tax ID. I bought 2 properties. I bought a propane business. I'm about to go ahead and start and help my young son over here in Kenya with his daggone food cart. I did that all in 10 months. I've turned down so many opportunities for money just by this YouTube. But I've made YouTube ain't even side money I made off of YouTube. That what I showed y'all for YouTube. Look, that's just YouTube. When people see you have a platform, people want to get at you. They want to go ahead and give you some money in your pocket. People, you've never seen me do commercials on my thing. I never have. I've turned down every last one of them. There are people who wanted to pay me thousands. Nope, 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 nope. There are people who the business I told y'all right over there in Tanzania. There was a business approached me, wanted me to take care of, pay me for my hotel, pay for the trip and food, and then pay me to do a video of their tour company. I turned it down. There are companies out here who are reaching out to me who wants to do collaborations with me. I turn them down. Money, look, let me share this with you. When you get to a place to understand, when you have the power, look, one day you're going to wake up and realize, hopefully, God daggone it, I got the freaking power. I gave up this power living in this country called damn Erica, who has us thinking we're powerless. They built us up to be workers. They don't build us up to be entrepreneurs. So when you work for somebody, your creativity is stolen from you. You can't think when somebody tells you, this is your job, this is exactly how you do it, stay in these parameters, and you come to work every day. You wake up in the morning, you take your shower, you go to work, you fight through traffic, you go to get your job, and you do everything exactly the way you're supposed to do. No creativity. Now, I ain't saying some jobs don't have the liberties of creating, but you're working for somebody. And as soon as something happens, all of a sudden what? This is your foundation when you work for somebody, right? That's your boss. That's your business, right? Now, everything you stack on top of this foundation, you setting yourself up for failure. Why? Because you bought your house is sitting on this foundation because this is your boss, your job you got, right? You bought your house, you bought your car, you established the lifestyle, and all of a sudden COVID hits, or all of a sudden the business goes out of business, or they decide to fire you, or they decide to release you, or they wind up going in with another company, and you lose your job. Guess what happens to your foundation? Your life is over. You see all them tents of homeless people out there in the street? A lot of them people got bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, PhDs, all of that, out there homeless. Why? Tech is taking away a lot of you all's jobs. And you're sitting around wasting your time instead of becoming the power person that's in you, the greater creator that's in you. You need to wake up. You better start fending for yourself. That's what I love about Africa and some of these countries. Man, these people are hustlers. These people been figuring out everything. You got people on the street selling candy, selling this, selling that, doing this, washing car this, doing that. They do whatever it takes to get that money. I ain't saying that in America there's certain spots that people do hustle. The problem of it is that most of our hustle is illegal. Then we get caught up into the system and then we going off to jail. I was telling the brother today, I said, man, they don't have all this, man, here in America. You cannot set up no little stand on no street without no permit, without no business license, and without the approval of a state. Africa will allow you to do it in certain areas or spots or countries. Why? Because they give you the freedom to build your wealth. They give you the opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I find out, and I've said this to many of Africans right here, the reason why most Africans are poor is because they don't know how to budget. But I don't make a lot of money. I don't have a lot of capital. Do you think I had a lot of capital starting off? I started with zero. And I proved it again, just starting out when I came to Africa, and YouTube paid for everything. How many times am I going to go ahead and try to be an example for people? And then people say, like, nah, yeah, he's just talking. But I know there are those, I thank you. Shout out to those. Y'all know who y'all are who sent me the emails and said, man, I thank you for the words of wisdom that you've given me. You've woke something up in me. I hope that's the creator in you. We are the creator. The greater creator is in us, but we the creator. It's time for us now to stop being slaves working for people. There's nothing wrong with it. Not everybody's going to be a boss or an entrepreneur, but set yourself up so that then your foundation, the job, when it goes, you don't fall. Nothing says you can't have something on the side. I used to work 3 jobs. People think, oh, well, he just had the military did nothing for me. Let me tell you something. Let me back that up. I'm not going to retract that. It did something for me. This is what I mean, though. Financially, when I was in the military, we didn't make a lot of money. People out here in the military, come on, y'all. For those veterans out there, please, come on, amen. Military do not pay you for what we go through. When I first started in the military, do you know how much I was getting paid back in 1984? $232 every 2 weeks. I was making $464 a month. I retired. Do you know how much I was making a month for my base pay? $3,200 a month. In 20 years, that's it. Do you know when I started my business I started my business in 1997. In the first year, I was making more money. I was making more money in a year just cutting hair than I was doing in the military that I was in from 84 to 97. How many years is that? That's what is that? 6 and 7, 13 years? The first year, starting in barbering, I made more in 1 year than I did in 13 years of my military. Do you know how hard it was for me to finish off my military career when here I am going, and all of a sudden now I added chairs in my shops, I'm renting chairs out, right? And all of a sudden I'm making the money. I'm making the money. I told y'all, for those who know my story, where I started at, I was broke as a joke back in 1992 when somebody spoke in my life and asked me, what are you doing with the money you're going to make? Because I was over in Kuwait. What the money you going to make? What are you going to do with the money when you leave here? You know, because we were getting paid, what they call it, like a stipend. We got paid a stipend. And I was due to be made for 3 months. I was there in Kuwait. I was to make $5,000. And I'll never forget, this was a white guy. He asked, so what you got? He came over to his group, a group of his guys. Hey, what y'all gonna do with y'all money? When y'all get back to damn America? I said, shoot, I'm gonna spend mine. I had a BMW at that time, broke as a joke. Oh, I rolled good. I had the clothes, look, shining for the girls. My bank account was broke as a joke. Every time I went to the bank, you know how it is when you nickel and dime, right? You be swope, you walk to the bank account, right? And then they didn't have the ATMs back then. You had to go inside the bank, right? And you would be embarrassed when you had to ask the teller, can you give me the balance of my account, please? Because you know you need that $5 that might be up in there somewhere. And then all of a sudden they give you the receipt, and then they look at you like you broke as a joke. Like, and you know, it's all women tellers back then. And then you know she give you that receipt, and she be like, he broke, and you be like, I hope she don't tell nobody around base, you know, that I ain't got no money. But you know, then here it was, broke as a joke. But that guy spoke to me and he said, he's not to me, but all of us, you know, it's about 5 of us. And he said, yo, why don't you consider, you know, doing something with your money? Put your money aside. Have you ever heard about mutual funds? Have you ever thought about, you know, saving your money and putting to this? Just do a little, you know, reading on it, whatever, put a little money aside. And I don't know why I listened to that dude. I started with $25. I started with $25 back in 1990. I got back in 93. Hold up, 92, 92. 92, no, it was 92. That's when I left South Carolina to go to Washington, D.C. I came back, I paid my BMW off. $3,333, I paid that BMW off that I had. That other money that I had wound up, I had to pay my maxed out credit card. Back then, you could only get $500 credit card. I think it was $500. I paid that off right there. Um, I might have had to pay off some other credit card or something I had, whatever. Really, I didn't have much, but I started saving $25 a month out of my paycheck. That grew and grew from 25 a month to $50 a month, 75 a month to 100 a month to 1,000 a month to I got all the way up to $4,000 I was putting away a month. Why? Because I started to work 2 jobs, I started to work 3 jobs, and then that third job was me cutting hair. The second job was me security. The first job was me military. So nobody can tell me you can't do it. Nobody. I don't want to hear the excuses. And like I said, I have just proven to you all that I've been doing right here in this travel. 55 years old. I can be chilling with my wife right now in a damn Erica. But I can't go back there. Why? Because I'd rather stay here around my people where I feel more comfortable, at peace. I see the prosperity. I don't see a ceiling to how far I can go. I haven't even gotten into my business ventures yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Just been trying to show and prove you can do it. Look right here. And many people took advantage of that. Many people then bought their properties over the place that I bought mine at. And I wish much success to each and every one of y'all who wind up buying y'all properties over there. I wish you much success for that. I bought them as investment for Airbnb, and also if I want to live over there. If I want to live there, come there for a vacation, I can stay in the place. And so this is what I was doing along my journey. And while I'm here in Africa, 10 months, putting it down, staying committed, saying I'm going to do this rightfully all the time. That's a discipline I just got. And I've done it, and I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. But I'm going to switch up. I'm going to do a little different with my channel here because I got the records right there for y'all to take a look at. I've shown and proved to everybody who has had a life of despair, a life of misery, a life of thank you for those you all who has a heart of giving. I appreciate that. For those right there who has all the sad stories, I had it too. I was used and abused as a child. I was abused growing up, all right, by my mom. I was violated by a babysitter, okay? I have been through the grind of being growing up in white areas where I had to fight all the time in schools, get kicked out of schools, being called nigger all the time. My dad was in the military. Military bases are always out in the boonies somewhere. And there's always, 5 of us blacks on a whole school, in elementary, in middle school, and in high school, except for my last 2 years when my dad retired, went to Columbus, Ohio, and it was 50-50% black, white in the school. I had finally got a breather of 2 years of didn't have to fight all the time these white jokers who were prejudiced and all that right there. I had a tough growing up. But you know what? I couldn't use that as no excuse. I had to wake up one day and I realized I had to put the foot forward. I had to be the one who lay out my life. Because if I'm going to sit back in the past and keep blaming those who violated me, those who abused me, those who took advantage of me, I'm not going to get nowhere. So I had to decide that. And I had to go through some things though. I had to go through some washing away some old stinking thinkers. I had to get rid of some old schools of thoughts. I had to get rid of some old beliefs. I had to get some old religions mindsets. I had to get rid of a whole lot of mess. I had to get rid of. I had to throw away my identities. I thought it was this. I thought it was that. All these identities. And when I did, I was light as a feather. I was free now to be me. Because you know how it is. Everybody always wants a title. Everybody wants to be labeled. Everybody always wants to, be recognized. That keeps you from growing. When you identify yourself with something, what you have just did was now that you have just now hindered yourself. Let me give you an example. Yeah, I'm a barber. Oh, you're a barber. Is that it? Yeah, that's what I do, a barber. You mean there's no creativity inside of you? That's all you do is just cut hair? Well, yeah, that's what I like doing. Okay, all right. That's what you like doing. But let me tell you, I keep telling people this right here. You are a creator. All things shall be added unto you if you trust in the greater creator that's in you. All things were given to you. Why? Because it was never meant for man to say, I hate this or I like that. That's biting off of the fruit of the tree of good and evil. That means then that now you want to separate things and you want to exclude things when the very thing that you might detest might be the very thing that gets you out of the hole that you in. And you rather stay away from it. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I ain't got no interest for that. Oh, no, I don't have no liking for that. Oh, what I'm going to do? And we set our kids up with that crap. Our kids now, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like it's only one thing they can do. I don't know. And some of our kids go to college and they still don't even know what they want to do. Then they pick some daggone field and then they get their diploma and they can't even find a daggone job or they don't even want to do the daggone job. This is a setup we do. But I tell people, no, 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 no. Look, family, let me tell you this right here. What you need to do is realize that all things you can do and enjoy, long as you're not prejudiced or biased towards it. Why? Do you think I really liked working 3 jobs? 3 jobs to get where I needed to get. Do you know, when I look back on that, y'all, when I look back on them days, I said to myself often, like, how did I do it? How did I dedicate all of that time to work? But I did. And I was saving, I was putting away because my dream was when I got done with that daggone military, I wanted to pay my house off, and then I knew that the retirement would be able to take care of all the daggone things, the utilities, the water, and all those bills that we don't even add up what it costs, and it does add up. But that's what I wanted. But I didn't stop there. I continued on, open up another shop. Then I got done with that when I got into real estate. Then I got from real estate. Then I started doing, when I was doing the security, I'm coaching in high school. I was doing that on the side. And then I got into filming. And then I went to look, my kids laugh at me and say, Dad, what license what license and certifications you don't have? Thank you very much for you all for giving. Then my kids ask me that. What do you don't have? I'm like this right here. I hope you learn it from me. Do everything. Why? You're a creator. Because the very thing that you look, for those who put all their eggs in one basket, they feel the crunch when it's time that you get fired from a job and they ain't hired in your field. But the more you do, guess what? If you want to do that and work for somebody, is that now you have more possibilities as being employed. Yeah. I never thought in my life that I would have money chasing me. They always say, don't chase money, let money chase you. That's what it is. But how do you get to that? That is being open. And when you're open, now all things are given to you. But you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to put that work to, put that pedal to the metal, especially the young ones. The young ones, I mean, hey, like when I was young, I was a late bloomer. I started at the age of, how old was I? 93, 93, 94, 94. I was, let's see, 18, 10 years later, I was 28. 28 is when I woke up. 28 is when I got married. See, 28 is when all the way up to 28, I was up before 28, I was running the streets, drunk, partying, blowing money, all that. 28 is when I woke up. Started respecting myself then. I started respecting myself now. It's like, I ain't got to spread myself all out there with all these women. I ain't got to be blowing all my money and all that when I got to work my tail off just to get the little they giving me. No, I need to respect myself. I need to have a little sense of pride and dignity. And that's what I did, and it changed. And once I understood that, Every time that check came in, I respected it. Look, I know how hard it was for me to get out of that bed, especially when you're in the military. Shh. When they call for you to go, you got to go. When you got to go do exercise, leave your family, go out there somewhere and do an exercise you got to do. When it's time to go ahead and do exercise on your base, or you got to play war games and all right there, them 12, 14-hour shifts that we had to work, no days off. Shh. I remember when I was over there and we was over there in the war. I was in headquarters, so I was in the rear. I wasn't up there with the troops. I was Air Force, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fly guy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I wasn't one of the grunts. So, but I was in headquarters though. We were the ones who controlled and we was the one who controlled the war. So, here it is that the the being back then, being over there in the war and stuff like that, and I lost my train of thought where I was gonna go with that. That's the second time I've done this in the last week. See, that shows right there how Ty brother is. That's twice I've done that this week, and I haven't done that, losing my train of thought in the longest. But anyway, I hope this is motivation to somebody, because I know it is, because I get the emails and stuff like that. But I wanted to be transparent and let y'all know today, boy, I'm tired and I got me a couple more days. I'm going to go on break for a week. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to be with my wife. We're going to have us a great time. We're going to be in Aruba chilling. We're going to be, just having some fun. And putting that work into family. You know what I'm saying? Got to put the work in. It's not just, just like I said, I do this for you all, I do this for my kids, because we need positive role models out here today. Anybody can watch somebody sit there and argue and curse and, debate against each other and, keep the drama rolling. I mean, that's what most people like. But, when channels like this come up, it's like, it's amazing that people don't want to really hear that. It just blows my mind. But I think I broke a record today. We had 1,050 something people here in this chat right here. That's a record breaker right there. But yes, Africa's beautiful, y'all. Africa is beautiful. Africa has many opportunities. Africa has many and you remember when I said many of opportunities, and I've said this before, is that you are the opportunity, really. Because I mean, everybody always asks me that. What are the opportunities? Let me hit on that there, because I know there's a lot of people who's just new to this channel, because I want to go ahead and pour into you. I want to go ahead and speak into you so that you can go ahead and hopefully something springs up, jumps in you and be like, hey, y'all, look, we have been told these bag of lies from damn Erica, all right? Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. That's what I call her, all right? Damn Erica's a liar. Damn Erica wants you to continue to be a slave. Damn Erica don't want you thinking for yourself. What damn Erica wants you to do is be reliant and dependent upon her. I get people who ask me what jobs or what businesses will be successful in Africa. And I tell people all the time, it is not the business that is successful. It is you who are successful. The business is only a reflection of who you are. I don't believe in success and failures. I really don't. There's no such thing in my vocabulary, success and failures, success and failures. Because what you find that might be a failure today, 10 years later, you'd be like, that'd be the best. That's the best thing that ever happened to me. So why would you call it a failure then? But you are the success. People ask me about the opportunities. Look, you are the opportunity. Stop thinking that the jobs are giving you an opportunity to work. No. Let me break this down for you. These companies out here, right? They got those out there who are the so-called founders. You got those out there who are the CEOs who's going to direct the companies in the path that it can be profitable, okay? So they hire a CEO to do that job. But the owners of the business, they kind of stay out of it because they don't want you to be personally involved with it, because you will operate differently in trying to guide your business in a way off of your own emotions. So they have a CEO, one who is separated from the whole ideal of personal and all that right there. Stay with me, y'all, because this is going somewhere. So what happens is that what they do is the business is looking for people to give them the opportunity to be successful. That means they need to find successful people to make this business successful. So they go around looking for resumes. Who is the most qualified? Who's going to bring to the table their opportunity for us to utilize, to take advantage of, so we can make the money? You are the opportunity. You are the success. Don't ever think when you go into an interview that they are doing you a just by paying you money. No, you are giving them your opportunity to build their company. Why? If you don't, they'll fire you. They only hired you because you're bringing in your opportunity to make that daggone business thrive. So we got to get out of this mindset that we are just weakling people out here that don't have the power. We are the power. Isn't it mighty funny when you really look at it? Why is it always the minorities control the majority? You got the Congress, who's only about 200 people, right? That right there are the ones who control the whole law, the countries and everything for millions of people. And we sit back and let them tell us, stay in your house, stay away from each other. Don't go to your mama and your daddy's. Oh, your mama's dying in the hospital. Don't go see her. Oh, why is it that the only the CEOs of the company are the ones who have the control? Why is it that when you have police departments who are only not even a hundredth tenth of a percent can control the masses? It's because we don't realize we have the power. We the people. But you know what? No, that right there, we've given up our power. This is why Africa has suffered. I had a conversation today. Brother asked me, why then is Africa like this? I said, I'll tell you. When you have foreigners that came in and you relinquished your spirituality, you relinquished, who you are and your belief systems, your medicines, your moralities, your family structures, and you surrendered all that, and then you took their little bag of rocks, and then you turn around now and follow that, and they took advantage. That's why Africa is where it's at. Anytime that you don't realize you got the power. I told that young man today, I says right here, look, a man who is afraid to die is a man who has never lived. Do you know this is what those who are in charge or in control of, is that over people's fears? Oh, I can't say, they're going to fire me from my job. Oh, if I say this, they're going to go ahead and do away with my daggone YouTube channel. Oh, if I show this right here, they're going to go ahead and I'm going to have to pay the price. If they see fear, when you are afraid to die, they got you. This is why they can come in to countries and take over. Do you know, damn Erica, when it came time for the war against Japan, do you know what the hardest thing that they found that they could, why they had a problem? They could never beat Japan if it was just a plain out war without that atomic bomb. Do you know what the main reason why they had a hard time trying to defeat them? Somebody tell me. The reason why, let me see if anything's coming in. Nothing came in yet. Thank you for all of y'all's lovely words that y'all putting out there. There we go, right there. Kelea, the queen, kamikazes. These people are willing to take their planes or soldiers to dive right into a ship or wherever and give up their life. You can't beat nobody who don't give a dang about their life. That's a hard beast to fight. But what the problem was, this right here, What America or damn Erica did was like, if we can't get rid of these guys, these soldiers who are just giving their life. These guys don't fear to die. The only way we can probably get them to surrender is kill their women and kids, and that's what they did. That's where a man will fall at times when he sees his woman and children raped, robbed, pillaged, or what have you, or just killed. A man typically will surrender. This is why damn Erica had a hard time and could not even beat North Korea. Couldn't beat them. You can't beat somebody who has soldiers whose minds is like, you look, there's no such thing as surrender in our books. We just keep bringing them. We keep bringing them. We keep dying when we gonna keep bringing them. Damn Erica could not beat small little North Korea. If we stand up in the power that's in us, I'm telling you, you will have control over your life and you will find the prosperity. It was hard for me being in the military when that they had the control over me, when to come, when to go. When to come, when to go. Yes, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full. No, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir. Where you want me to go? Oh, I gotta get signed over here, this and that. But I volunteered for that, so I'm not blaming them at all. I was the one to volunteer for that. I didn't wake up. Until about my 15th, 16th year. But I had my business on the side, and I was like, whoa, I got my business on the side and I'm making way more money in this. My gosh, what the heck? I wish I would have known this back when I could do my own thing. Yeah, yeah. So, family, I hope I have been at least an example for you all, because this 10 months right here, putting it in and being faithful to it, I stayed my course. I made sure I was going to shine a light on the beautiful continent of Africa, the beautiful people, the beautiful cultures, the beautiful food, the beautiful landscape, the animals, the mountains, the rivers, I've been all on them. Africa has taught me so much. Africa has healed me from a lot of pain. Africa has shown me a different way of life. The people have even embraced me. I got family in every country I go. Family. Shout out to everybody who has watched, followed me, who's helped me on my journey. Those people who showed me and took me around tours. Those people there who helped me when I needed to get things done through the administrative side of the house or whether through the government side of the house. Thank you for all of those there who was just in my corner just to help a brother out. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I thank even you all out here, the subscribers who's been out here, who's had a heart to want to give, to go, y'all, I had to shut down sometimes, like, don't send me no more money. I don't need no more money to go be trying to give to these people or this cause, this and that. Sometimes I don't even show y'all what I do because I don't want to receive the money. And it's like, but when I see the money come, just like y'all showing now, see that money goes to help somebody. I told y'all before, I ain't no multi-millionaire type of dude, but I know this right here. I know how to make money work, not me work for money. I'm telling you this right here, like I said before, wealth, in my definition, is when money works for you and you don't work for money. That's wealth. And if you ever can position yourself to do that, you're going to find that it's probably the most best place to be when it comes on the financial side, when it comes to money. No different than when you grow and you find you have people in your corner and you have a family network, you can never be poor. Remember now, stuff does not dictate poverty or richness. Just because you got a mansion in a big car and a Lear jet sitting out there in the airport, don't make you rich. Brother today I was with, he was sharing with me his childhood, and he was like, we never even consider ourselves poor. I'm like, I said to myself too, well, we never did. What until you look back on it and be like, oh, is that what the definition of poor is? Were we kind of poor, or were we what? What were we? But he was just sharing just the beautiful things of him growing up, barefooted, didn't have shoes on. He was talking about how they had to go to school 10 kilometers running through the sand, trying to find the next spot of because there's a lot of desert here. The next spot of grass you can put your feet in because your feet are burning up. And then when the winter comes, your feet are cold, but all the kids carry the grass so that they get to a certain spot. They light the grass on fire and warm their feet back up, Then they go keep on head on to school. And they did this day in, day out, year in, year out. And it's just hearing that, but the richness he was talking about, that we weren't hungry for food. We had farms and we had animals and we always took care of ourselves. But now that people are moving from the villages over into the cities, they're losing all those trades. They're losing all of the how to survive. They're losing all of the what trees are good for medicines and what trees are good for healings. They've done put it aside, and then many people are coming to the cities and they're going to be dependent upon the system again. And now they're building their so-called lifestyles and their life on the foundation of a employer. Thank you, Henry. I'm going to enjoy my time with my wife. Let's see what we got to say. Anybody got any questions, comments? I'm already 86 minutes in. Wow, already. So, but like I said, I wanted to just come in here, be transparent with y'all. Cat is tired. Oh, the old man is tired, y'all. I can't wait for my break. I can't wait. This dry air here in Namibia is getting me. It's like, it gets me. But yeah, it's fast, speedy. Yeah, you know what? We are the missing link of Africa. Why? Because we were a link taken, um, and taken to other land. Not just transatlantic, but also the doggone out to the east. Also, there are brothers and sisters who's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years from the Arab slave trade. And I'm going to go on journeys to find those people and do interviews with them too. Over in India, over in Australia, over in some of them Asian countries, over in some of them Arab countries. They are there. The true folks, the true Jews. Let's see what you got to say here. You did your job well done. Thank you, T Harp. I appreciate that. Don't come back. I told my wife, I said, you know, I'm coming back with her, getting there, and then boom, we're going to jet on down to our destination and stuff like that. I don't care really to be back in damn America, but you know what? I am going to enjoy every moment with my lovely wife, and also, with my chillings and all that right there. Yeah, Godspeed. Do you think Africa has this right with the family structure? Some places no. A lot of it's deteriorated. Even right here in Namibia, I was hipped onto this right here. It's like, I went to go visit this place called Beautiful Kids today. And it's a program that helps preschool kids and kids from preschool on up. They come in at certain times of the day, certain times out of the week, but the preschools is every day. And they feed them two meals and a snack during the day. And then if you are older kids, you get one day out of the week, but then you get a snack when you come. But because of COVID, they're giving food out and stuff. Sending them out. But they come pick them up from their. They give them a parcel of food. But anyway, I say all that because the um, what was it? Somebody asked me. See, I'm telling you, well, brother, tired. That some of these kids' parents and stuff are alcoholics. Some of them don't even have, some I was told, today that, especially a lot of the young ones having kids, men ain't around taking care of their kids, and these young girls out here having the babies and have to take for poor, taking care of themselves, poor, in a sense of, don't high school dropout or school dropouts or whatever it might be. This is around a lot of the countries anyway. I mean, Africa ain't perfect at all. But like I said, anytime you bring in a capitalistic society, a democracy, whatever, and you dealing with people, see what happens is when you get dependent on coming to work for cities and these type of things, and you get out of agriculture and the animals and really taking care of yourself, and you go into the cities, you're gonna find homelessness and poverty, drugs, because people become depressed and upset. They are hungry now, and their jobs are left. COVID's come in, and you forget where you were and how to take care of yourself. All that happens. You leave the wise counsel back in the villages. They're the ones who are the overseers and the voice for the youth. They're the ones who teach and bring up the youth. They're the ones who gets the respect, But when you go I'm leaving out of this village, I'm going to the city, this and that. Well, you live your life. You do what you do. And a lot of people get caught up in it, and they are stuck. So yeah, there's places that don't have a good family structure. Love you too there, Muhammad. Okay, you're not talking to me, just call me Brian. I know you're not talking to me. You must be talking to somebody else. Rapture 3 says he makes music. Make me a song, Rapture. Raptor 3, make me a song for my next intro of my but I need that African song. I need them drums and stuff, you know what I mean? I need that African music. What time is it over here? Don't know. Let me see. Oh, well, can't tell you that right there. My laptop done died. Time to plug it back in. Let's see. Anybody else got any other comments, any questions? All that I said tonight, I'm just going to say keep pushing, family. Keep pushing, keep doing, keep going. Put your excuses aside. Keep grinding, keep saving, keep building, keep speaking positive. Stay away from negative talking. Stop cursing yourself. Stop cursing your kids. Stop cursing your future. Speak positive. Speak positive. Speak your dreams, speak your goals, speak it, let it out. Don't just think it, speak it, let it out. Your words are the light or the lamp, the light or the lamp to your feet. Your feet only goes where you say. Your feet only goes in the directions your words are spoken. God bless you too there, Jamar. Who's that? Jamanis. I'm sorry. The only language I speak is English, and so we don't know how to, pronounce a lot of words. Okay, Mike. Yes, I got a couple more days, maybe here, whatever, a few more days, but yeah, I got some videos I'm about to put up here, and y'all probably see them here in the next couple of days or whatever. Oh, he was talking to me. I'm not in Arusha. Just call me Brian. You talking about when I leave Arusha? I'm not in Arusha. Where you must not have been watching my videos. How many kids does the very average African woman have? I don't know. I just put a video up of the Himba women. Did y'all see them? The Himba women. That's how you pronounce it. And I asked them how many kids that each of them have. Wish you all the best. Thanks. The rival. Hey, what's happening? Good to see you all or hear from you all. I just watched one of your videos putting in the last of the foundation. Yep. Great job y'all doing over Rivals. For those who don't know the Arrival, go check them out. They got great projects, great contacts. If you got any indication you want to go to Gambia, they are legit, have some concrete contacts and people who have land and can do business. They have proven themselves to gain my respect. So the arrivals there, checked out their channel there because they are doing it. They are another ones who's showing the action. They're not just talking, but they're doing. And this is what I love is that people who can show you they doing it and you can follow their example. So check out the arrivals. Yeah. Kenny and Terry. Am I leaving and coming back? Oh yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to Africa. I'm just gonna be gone for just not even a month or not even. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say not even a month because I don't know. I don't like to really project like how long something's gonna be. Could be a month. Could be 2 months. I'd be gone. Could be. I don't know. It's beautiful when really I find it really because people ask me when they want to reach out to me and want to show me their country or whatever, and they ask me what my genders are and all right there, and I'm like, I'll go with the flow. If somebody hits, if somebody gets with me and I put a slot in, that's cool. I don't like to set time. I don't like to really set a lot of things. I mean, there's things you have to, but I'm just saying that at this point in time in my life right now, I don't like to lay everything, like trying to do everything like this because life throws monkey wrenches in your plans. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting a place in South Africa. Have you ever been there? I've not really spent the time. I think Namibia and Botswana is like South Africa, but South Africa you're talking is like South Africa, like Johannesburg and Cape Town and was it Lethro, and the other one that they keep changing, Uswini, or whatever it's called. Yeah, no, I haven't been down there. Not yet. I mean, I will. Which countries did you visit? I'm new here. Sucker of takers of. Okay, all righty. You got one of them old crazy names. You're gonna have to rewind this video for you because I listed every country I've been to since October. Sorry, just stepped in the convo. Where are he going? I am going to be going back to damn Erica. Put the D in front of the A of America. Capitalize the E. Damn Erica. That's what I call her. Yeah. People get a kick out of it right there. When I came up with that right there, I was like, yeah. Just call me Brian. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, locals, the locals are beautiful. I love doing the interviews with the locals. I love doing the interviews with the locals because they are the ones really you get to feel the heartbeat, you get to hear them, you get to, I can get so much deeper into those interviews too. But if I had the internet to be able to upload long videos, I would do it. I'm very limited. 20 minutes takes forever, but the 20-minute video. But yeah, the locals is what really makes it for me. Talking to the common man. I don't talk to, the business people and the people like that. I just talk to the common man and woman, because they are the ones really they are the ones who hooks you up, put it that way. Not the ones that with the suit and ties and all that. I'm not gonna say they don't, because I've run across some of them, but the locals know what's happening. The locals know you hang with the locals, you save cost on things, you know how to get around stuff, you know how to make do with things. The local locals. I'm talking about the ones that are, down to earth, the ones who, are the poor ones, you know what I'm saying? That we would say poor. Those are the most beautiful ones right there. You know, I have been invited to more people who are on the poverty level and have offered me the little they have than anybody else in suit and ties who have good jobs. If I had to think, I got one brother that I got to offer that they when I was in Tanzania, when I went up there to Lake Victoria, and then let me think here. I haven't really had many. I mean, in a profession that you would think now that's up there, that it's always been those. Hey, it's been the people in the struggle. It's been those people in the struggle. Shout out to the people in the struggle, because you know what? That's where you find the love. They open up the doors, offer you a lay your head, give you food. I mean, will talk with you, and I mean, hey, down to earth people. You know how we used to be back in the days. For those who's of age, you know, back in the day, man. I mean, everybody's door was open to each other. You know, and then things change. Each country I go to now, man, please. Thank you, Jason Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you know, and I hate to refer to our people. They're the rich people, because they're not poor. They are not poor, not at all. Those who got the money are the poor ones. They don't, and I'm not gonna speak for all of them, because there are those who got money, who's got the heart and got love and all that right there. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying, you know, that I understand when the ancient writing says it's harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven than a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Now, somebody said that the other day or something like that to me. I think it might have been a day, but and I didn't, you know, I learned something when I was in Egypt. All these years, I used to think the eye of the needle was that needle that you were sewing with. Actually, the eye of the needle is when you enter into a town, and it's got all the, you know, it's got the four walls around it, you know, a compound, kingdom, whatever you want to call it. Entering in that round circle is called the eye of a needle. And sometimes they wouldn't be high enough for your camels to come through, where the camels had to squat and they put them on the knees and scoot them through. That is the eye of a needle. All these years, for y'all Christian folk, when I was Christian, I used to think that too, until I learned that in Egypt. This is called the eye of a needle. Huh? What? Yeah. Wow. So much misconceptions that you can walk all your life believing something until you get out and travel and you begin to get in other people's cultures, and then you begin to understand other languages, that you start to see some truths. And then that's what opens you up to be more free. Yeah. Coming to America 3. Yeah, Randy Moss. Randy Moss, what's up, brother? All right, much love to you too, Daniel, from Eritrea. All right. So, family, let's see. Anybody else got any questions? Anything like that? I just been kind of just laying it out there. You know, where I've been, how I've been feeling here, just tired, ready for my rest, y'all. You know, but I've been doing this all for you all for my kids, just trying to be an example, man. Just showing y'all can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I ain't nobody special, except for I know there's a power in me. All the greater creators in me. And a lot of people don't realize that. The greater creator is in you. Go black, going to get a taste of the hot water, unlimited fast internet, water pressure, unfailing power. He's not going to want to leave the States. Well, Gerard, you know what? Those things right there cannot make up for the love that I have here in Africa. I would rather take the cold showers, which, I mean, you know, you still get, some places may not have, but you know, you get past that, you know, and all the other things you talked about. Africa's got all that stuff anyway. You know, I've put myself in positions where I didn't have to have that, because you know what? It ain't the end of the world when you don't have it. And when I was in the military, you don't think I was stationed at bases that Turkey? When I was in Turkey, you know how many times we didn't have electricity, hot water, water alone. We would go 2, 3 days until the water truck never showed up because we had water buffaloes that they had to fill up. We was in the middle of the desert. Try taking dump on top of somebody else's dump in the toilet. When you be like, I can't do it. You go out there and try to go out there in a bush somewhere, and they didn't have bushes. Might have had a few trees, but you got to go out there and urinate and take a dump. You ain't got no water come in. Oh, I know about that. No electricity, no hot water. You still live. Have I visited some of the schools? I visited a program today. It's called, and y'all can look that up too, called Beautiful Children, I think. Beautiful Kids. I went out there today. The brother who I was with, he was telling me about it because remember, I told y'all, hey, I need to go ahead and find some type of charity where I can give this money that y'all been giving. I got, everywhere I go, each country I go to, I try to at least, you know, you know, do something, give something. So I'm going to go buy food. I'm going to go buy food for this program here and buy them some food because they're doing some great things for these kids out here. So I'll be doing that probably tomorrow. Giving that right there. Don't send no money. Because the reason why I'm saying this is that because there is money. Somebody gonna say, well, we can always get more money, more money. Well, you can, but there again, when people see this video, I'm gonna be gone. So the money's not gonna go to like, oh, I want to give to that. Because I keep telling people, I travel. So when you want to be specific, I go, you want that money to go there. I don't operate that way. I don't operate that way. So let's see here. Brenda, okay, all right, yeah, no, I won't be here. I'll be gone here in the next few days. Oh, your first time listener, Marcia. Well, hey, welcome on in here. You are very fortunate being here, and I'm very fortunate for you to be in here too. No, I won't, Jamari. Was that Jamanish? See, you're speaking negative, Jamani. When you come to states, you will be depressed. Trust me. See, that's negative talk. I'm gonna have the greatest time of my life. You got to get out of that. Even if you're in a bad situation, you have to still think positive. Now, I know I'll be hitting damn Erica hard, and I hope that I'm sorry that I might be, some of y'all still living there in damn Erica and all that right there. And I don't want to try to pass the shadow over your living there. But in the toughest situations, you can always think positive. So depressed. I'm gonna be depressed for. I want to be around my lovely wife. Depressed? Please. Why? No. There is a joy in me that goes everywhere. That's the greater creator in me. There's the joy. You can't fly around trying to find joy. If you ain't got it in you, you'll be looking forever. That's that unspeakable joy that the old folks would talk about. I have an unspeakable joy. That's that greater creator. And I know sometimes there's a time to cry, there's a time to mourn, there's a time to die, there's a time to live, there's a time to laugh, there's a time for all of that. That's just life. But you shouldn't walk in that forever. 2 months in America for me is like 20 years. Well, yeah. I got things I got to do when I get there too. I got to write this travel book that I'm going to be doing while I'm there, so I'll be busy doing that because people have been asking, can you always ask me about instructions and what to do and traveling and all right there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Go Black to Africa travel guide. You know what I mean? It's gonna have all that in there and stuff, and it's gonna be a pretty neat little book. It might have some pictures in there of some different places, and definitely a lot of information is gonna save you all a lot of time. There's a lot of things I had to learn traveling too, because every country is different. Now, I'm not going to try to break down each country and how you travel, but it will be things that in line with like knowing about visas, knowing about your passport, knowing about a COVID test, knowing about immigrations, stuff like that, things to take with you when you travel, things you don't even think about, things like, bank cards, that you better have two different bank cards with you. You better have somebody back home who can be able that you can do that you can trust and do a what you call it when you signing them as your somebody help me. Got smart people here. Power of attorney. When you power of attorney that if something happened with your bank card, they can go to the bank, take care of it, whatever. Or that talk about those apps you can use, you can call back for free. Talk about just the different things I found that were troublesome in my travels and other people's. So yes, look out for that book there. It's going to be a great book. You know, a great travel guide. I hate to say book, but a great travel guide. A dating segment. I know people ask me about that. I'm sorry. It was a good idea, but I just don't have that time, let alone that sitting in a place to do that. See, I'll go by the book. I want to read this. I really like you as way of thinking. You've been a great mind cleaner the last months. Well, thank you very much, there, Tom. I appreciate that. I will definitely be purchasing this book. Well, thank you very much too. And for those two, because my wife, she's going to be adding in her stuff too. From a woman's perspective, there's no way this book could be this book could be complete without having a woman's perspective in traveling. So Mrs. Gold Black will also be contributing into this book. You know, Yep. And with that too, when I get back, because she's got a few books also of our travels. She sold all 20 that she had, but there were those original ones that had she wasn't satisfied with the way they had a layout, and so they refunded her, replaced those books, but they allow her to keep those books. But she's looking at we're gonna look at doing something about giving those away as a gift. So we'll do some type of it might be some questionnaire or something like that, a game, whatever. For those who've been watching my travels, those will be the ones who benefit because I'm gonna ask some questions of some certain places I've been, and if you know the answer, you get a free book that Mrs. Go Black did of all of Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Zanzibar, and she put a beautiful book together in color, all of that. So keep that in mind there. We'll be giving those books away for free. How's healthcare around the continent? Pretty good. I've been to the hospital twice since I've been here. Let's see, one, two. Yeah, I've been to the hospital in Tanzania twice. Yep. Appreciate that, Kemet. Like you too. So I hope that I've laid out some stuff for you all. There again, much thanks and respect to each and every one of you all. I could not have done this 10 months without y'all. I'm telling y'all, there's no way I could have not done this without y'all. Y'all have, I mean, prayed for me. Y'all spoke words in my life. Y'all were the fuel that kept me going. Y'all were the ones that made me just get out here and even provide more content. It was you all that was along that way with me. Much respect to each and every one of you all for that because like today, brother wore out. I was like, let me let people see me when I'm just tired, laying in the bed, just like, yo, brother, about done. So these next few days, I'm going on a break. For those who's come in here a little later, didn't hear me say, I'll be on a week's break or what have you. And I'm going to go ahead and then spend that time with my lovely wife. And then I'm gonna do a different segment while they're there in damn America. I'm gonna try to speak to some of the brothers and sisters there, in damn America. Interview some people, ask them about Africa, ask them name maybe 10 countries in Africa, ask them have they ever thought. So we're gonna even hear our brothers and sisters there in America that I'm gonna try to be going ahead and doing some interviews with. Um, I'm gonna do a couple videos. I'm gonna do a few videos too. I'm gonna try to of showing some of our poor areas so that Africans can really see the true damn Erica. in this aspect of how really some of our people also live, because not everybody, they believe most Black Africans or Black Americans are rich. They think that we all live, in great big houses and nice cars and all that right there. But I'm just gonna give them a taste of maybe some neighborhoods and some places and areas, just to show them like, no, the struggle's real. The struggle's everywhere. So I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah. Uh, well, thank you there, Latoya. Yeah. So, family, I am about to head on out here. I'm going to get me a good night's rest after I get finished talking to my wife. And I will catch y'all on the next, um, probably when I'm in damn Erica. So, appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for those who was giving. Um, I cannot, like I said, I cannot say it enough that I'm just so appreciative of each and every one of you all. But when I come back to Africa, then you're gonna see something a total different shift. I'm gonna begin some stuff rocking and rolling. I'm gonna be trying to get this hotel built, the refuge for you all to come and be able to have a place, stay short term, do the visits. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for that. And so I'm gonna have some. This gonna be me and my family time. This go round here, checking and finding out places where we're gonna. I gotta find a place for me and my wife's base for the west of Africa. We already got the east of Africa taken care of. So the west of Africa, we're gonna figure out where we're gonna go ahead and find where we're gonna have a place to stay, and then that project that I talked about as far as like a hotel or living quarters for people who come and can chill and defray the cost of some of the expenses. Haven't decided what country yet. Haven't decided where. But it will happen. Why? Because I'm speaking it. I'm speaking it. And I tell you, it will work. So this is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. Good night, good evening, good morning to everybody. All right. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day.